I'm glad to see the shed is still there, because I really did have that same thought of, what if we get back here and, like, somehow everything is completely...
I'm sad about having to drive across the...
I know. Because it's gorgeous.
All right, are we ready?
Yeah. Ruin the snow. Go for it. I didn't honestly think there would still be snow here, because it had been warm.
I didn't think there was going to be this much snow.
It had been warm the past couple of days here. And I figured if there had been any snow, it would melt. And then there was a little snow this morning. I can't imagine all of the snow has just fallen since. That was crunchy.
Mm-hmm.
Probably didn't get caught on the microphone, though.
Oh, look, our wreaths are... The wreaths are still there.
The wreaths are still there.
We do not have... We have a little bit of wood.
Oh my gosh. And there's enough snow out there that I'm like, I was not prepared. Like, I thought there might be, like, a dusting. That's a couple of inches, just looking back at the tracks.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
All right.
So the weather was supposed to be nice the first time we looked at planning this trip up over President's Day weekend. Temps were supposed to be like in the 40s today, which is downright balmy the way the weather's been in Maryland lately. But
yeah, right
not
now
so much today.
It says 24.
Yeah,
it just absolutely
refuses to stay. You know what? We should have brought safety pins. Always should have safety pins. Oh,
that'll work.
I still can't get the hang of using this thing. So you've got your mic clipped on securely.
Right.
Okay. Well, let's go take a look and make sure everything's all right. And
all right, I'm changing hats because
yeah,
it's chilly.
Oh. Well. Yeah, I don't know how I thought something could have happened to the lodge, but it's still here. The fire pit's still here. Our reeds are still up and they look great. Very homey. What's it say the temperature is?
It says like 35, but
really?
I go look at it. It
doesn't feel like 35.
No.
Oh, my shoes are covered in snow now. Wow. Well, if it is that warm, then things should start thawing pretty fast. Welcome home, baby. So, it's been, what, 2 months?
Yeah.
Since we were last out here, something like that?
What, first weekend in December?
Something like that, yeah. When we scheduled this trip, this was not the weather I was expecting.
No, it was warm several days ago for like most of the week. I figured everything would be thawed out, soggy maybe, but
yeah.
I wasn't expecting the whiteout conditions that we drove up in.
Well, and this isn't like that much snow, right?
No.
But literally a few days ago in Morgantown, it got up to almost 70. So when we first scheduled this trip, we were like, oh, weather looks great. Any snow will have melted. And then we get here and it's like,
the
wow.
low tonight is going to be 11.
And we're staying in the lodge, of course.
Yep.
Because we're insane.
Maybe. Just a little.
But so I guess part of the point is, you know, eventually we're going to be here full time.
Right.
And we're going to have to get used to conditions at some point. So we've actually got like ice here.
Yeah, this is when we drove through.
that was not smart.
Well, the pond is right over there somewhere.
Somewhere.
Yeah, it's wet. It's cold.
Sorry about that. Okay, well, I think I found part of the pond. So basically, the ground iced over, and then the snow fell and completely covered it. So we're going to have to be really careful walking around this time. Conditions are extra treacherous.
Wintry.
Yes, that's right. It's wintry. It's a winter wonderland. It's cold.
Yes, it is. The wind is especially chilly.
Well, and I think that whatever that thermometer said about it being 35 degrees.
I think I was looking at it wrong. Because when I went back over there, it was like 27. Well, also the wind is kicked up a lot.
The wind is picked up, and the sun is gone. Although that's absolutely gorgeous clouds up there.
Wish they would go about 10 miles that way and just give me some blue sky.
And at least it's not raining, right?
Exactly.
So, and we recently finalized our plans for where the wood shop is going to be, and the store. Not quite how we'd originally envisioned it, but that's all this area right through here. Hopefully, by the end of 2022, we'll actually have some buildings.
So, the way I have it all drawn out now, I'm at my lathe, looking out the window. Oh,
sunshine.
Oh, that's very nice. That's pleasant.
And then the pavilion will be set kind of behind
back in
the store and the shop.
So the store will be right in there.
Yeah.
And then the pavilion, that's what we were talking, remember I was talking about moving stuff out a little bit more.
Yeah.
So the store would actually be right over in there, and then the pavilion would be back where all that down lumber is. Tell you what, we can have an awesome bonfire out here if we do a spring fling.
We should do a spring fling. I still want to. Although at this point, is it really going to be spring anymore? Because it's probably going to be May by the time it happens.
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah. I guess May still technically counts as spring.
Yeah. Early summer. Early summer fling.
Early summer fling just doesn't ring the same way.
Fall fling.
So and the
fall flung.
Fall flung. So the other fun thing this time is we brought a game cam up. And I guess this snow is too fresh to be looking for tracks. But it would be very interesting to see where where we should try to set up the game cam to try to see what kind of wildlife we can get up here. We know that there's bear. I'm sure there's coyotes, rabbits, deer, foxes.
Sloth.
Sloth, no, that's
probably a sloth or two.
That's the teenager. Yeah, it's like only an inch or two, but it's a very treacherous inch or two.
It was like talcum powder when we first opened the lodge up, and it was falling off of my shoes, and it was like you'd go to brush it off, and it would just disappear like powder. Powder snow.
I love how it sparkles in the sunlight.
Yeah. It more so this time than any of the other trips. I've just seen how much just dead wood is everywhere.
Yeah.
Some good sized trees though. I think that's a big red oak right there. That's good.
Well, and the thing is, as awful as the weather is, well, not awful. Okay, sorry. It's cold. What is it they say? No bad weather, just bad gear.
Right.
We're bundled up. We're layered up. We're in snow boots. I'm actually in 2 layers of socks at this point.
I'm wearing my skinny or my thin jeans.
Oh, you never put on your long johns?
No.
Oops. Oh well. Well, I mean, pretty soon this is going to be our everything. What are we looking at?
The road to the down.
Oh, are we going to record the road to the down, or are we just going to go?
We're going to go to the down.
Really?
Yeah. I want to see if there's any of those cool icicle formations coming out of the face of the cliff.
That would be very cool.
Crunch, crunch.
I'm a little concerned.
No, it's fine.
I was going to say.
That's just me tripping over my feet.
You can't see what the ground is like right now. And it's very, it's kind of treacherous and rocky even when you can see.
Wow. It is pretty.
So I guess we need to stay to the outside because you just don't really know. What's underneath that snow?
All the rhododendron waiting for warm weather.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go spin on Contemplation Rock today, if that's all right with you.
Where is it? Are we there?
Oh, it's way over there.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
I didn't bring any spinning with me anyway. I've got knitting of all the crazy things. You can't even actually see it. I wonder if this telephoto thing works. Nope.
The road goes up over there too.
Yeah. So what you guys can't really see is this greenery in the middle of this picture. Dead set in the center. There's like, oh, not in the center anymore because I moved over. There we go. So there's this white that looks like a little road leading up. And what it appears to lead up to is an actual, honest to God, cedar. So we've been trying to justify why we keep calling this place Cedar Springs, even though there's no cedars and no springs. And we just don't know for sure if that is on this property or not. Let's see if I can actually zoom in on that. Oh, yeah. Okay. That bit of oof. Oh, come on. I'm really struggling here. There we go. Clearly I didn't have enough coffee. That right there. The only thing is, whoops, is that on our property or not? We don't know. Also, given the fact that we are still covered in snow all over this ground, it's really treacherous, and this is a place we haven't been before. So I don't even know if we can get far enough to it to know for sure.
Well, the road goes down and around, so it's hard to say.
Yeah. I guess we're going to find out.
Yep.
Hopefully we don't.
Adventure time.
Hopefully we don't, break our necks in the effort. They both died, but they finally proved that there was a cedar around. We have the evidence on this camera footage. We got a little distracted in trying to find the cedar.
Hey, guess what? There's two of them.
So, Rhododendron Ridge is way over there.
Up high.
And the lodge and the ball field and where the shop and store are going to be way over there. We came all this way to just see.
What we could see.
In fact a cedar tree?
There's another one back there too, so.
Yeah. Of course, since I'm running the camera, I can't stop and check the GPS. Pretty sure we are still on the property, of course. I'll double check it once we've stopped the video, but I just wanted to You sure it's Cedar?
Nope. You.
Is it? So we're gonna change the name to U Springs.
You Waterfall.
You have no idea what you're talking about. Oh well, it looked like a cedar.
Got little teeny pine cones. I think it's a yew tree though.
Yeah, bark doesn't look right for cedar. Look at me talking like I actually know something.
No, the bark is not right for cedar.
Ah, there we go. See, I did know something. Came all this way. At least it was an interesting walk.
Are we still on the property though?
I will have to turn off the video and check.
Okay. Well, that sucked. Welcome to Sunday morning at Cedar Springs. Temperature is a balmy 23 degrees.
What on earth were we thinking?
Yeah. We weren't, apparently.
Yeah, 23 degrees is downright balmy compared to
last night.
Last night.
The low was 11 degrees with a feels like 0.
And we spent the night in the lodge.
We did. Generator running all night with me getting up periodically to refill the fuel so we could keep the space heater on, which never got above 43 degrees.
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be this cold when we scheduled the
That's
trip up
true.
here. That was, a couple of weeks ago when we were like, hey, everybody has off for President's Day. Let's go up to the property for a 3-day weekend.
Yeah.
And by the time we realized...
supposed to be in the 40s and 50s. There was not supposed to be icicles in my mustache.
By the time we realized our mistake, it was too late. We'd already kind of committed ourselves.
Yeah, there were... when we got here yesterday around noon, about 2 inches of snow on the ground. It had just snowed when we stopped to pick up some supplies. It was almost whiteout conditions. So we got here, 2 inches of snow on the ground. Temperature was probably around 28.
It never got above freezing yesterday.
Never got above freezing yesterday. But we were gathering wood and stuff, so it wasn't that bad.
Right, as long as you keep moving.
Then the sun went down.
Oh my gosh.
What a treat that was.
Yeah.
Beautiful sunset through the trees.
Off to the west.
We're going to have to cut like a clear path.
Yeah.
But yeah, as soon as the sun went down, you could actually hear the mercury in the thermometer dropping. It was so cold. And it got dark about, 7?
Oh, it was probably a bit before 7. I mean, that was better than when we were here in December when it seemed like it was dark at 5.
5 o'clock.
So at least we still had light later for like eating dinner and stuff like that. But
we ate dinner sitting on our cots.
Yeah, it was
which was pretty good. It was hot Italian sausages cooked on the fire, so it had that nice burnt wood, thick smoke taste.
Yeah.
And then sat around for about 20 minutes and looked at each other and
went to bed.
Decided early bed wasn't so bad.
And we had so many layers. Like, we were all like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man trying to have enough layers to stay warm, but we survived. Everybody's still alive.
Well, at least 2 of us are. I'm still not certain about the third party.
Well, you know how teens are. So one of the things that we were talking about doing today, which we talk about doing this every time we come out here, is staking out where the wood shop and store are going to go.
I tried that, by the way.
Oh, you did try to put a stake in the ground?
That won't be happening today.
Yeah, no, the ground is like frozen solid. We actually have an electrical engineer from the local power company showing up tomorrow.
9 a.m., baby.
And we're going to talk to him about, our electricity requirements so we can get power run out here. And it would have been nice to show him, exactly where everything was going to go. But yeah, this ground is just frozen solid. So that's maybe tomorrow. Well,
probably not.
Probably not. Oh, well. We'll get this stuff staked out someday. And actually,
as soon as we're done with him, we're probably Wheels up.
Well, we'll see.
Hmm?
We'll see.
Okay.
It's actually supposed to be nice tomorrow. It's supposed to get up into the 50s.
Yeah.
Compared to how
Almost
cold it's
60
been.
degrees.
Compared to how cold it's been, that's practically swimsuit weather.
But today we're going to try to check out the other corner.
Yeah, that might be good. We're still looking for a cedar on the property somewhere, anywhere. Got excited yesterday because we thought we found one. And it was just a you.
Oh, it's just you.
Oh, it's you. You. So.
Did find a cool little waterfall, though.
Yeah. I'm glad the ground finally thawed enough to.
Yeah, not
how to stake.
Not from my end of the hammer, it didn't.
Oh, is it that bad?
Yeah. Like vibrations right up your arm.
Wow.
All right. That is the corner. Hopefully. So now.
You need me to hold it?
Probably so.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. All right, and this is the 60-foot direction, right?
That is correct.
Is this tape measure that long?
100 feet. Oh my.
Is that 60 feet?
63.
Okay. So you'll just put a stake where it says 60?
Ta-da!
All right.
Right. That's the front of the shop.
Okay, and I guess you just want me to let go here.
Yeah.
All right. Letting go, unhooking. Oh, now it's going to get all muddy going through the mud.
That's all right.
So the building we bought's 40 by 60. So that means if that's the 60 degree or 60 foot, we're going to go 40 foot back from here. And I'm just curious, how far do you think that takes us into these woods? Like, how much are we going to have to clear?
We'll probably have to clear about 60 feet in. Well, no, 50, I don't know. We'll have to see what the builder says as far as the trees. And worrying about something falling and hitting the building.
Yeah, we don't want that.
No.
Especially after how much the building is costing. So
then we need to figure out how much of a walkway you want in between the store and the front of the building.
Right. Because I don't know how many of you listening to this have been following along with our saga or even new. Originally, the plan was to have the shop, like the actual store, I mean, built in a T arrangement off of the front of the wood shop. But from an engineering perspective and a cost perspective, it just made more sense to switch so that it's a separate building altogether.
And a parking perspective.
Yes, and a parking perspective, and a protected Messy Arts Pavilion behind it perspective.
So what do you think? This far enough?
For the corner?
For the edge of the balcony or the edge of the overhang?
So, like a pretty good distance between them. That's a bit further than I was thinking. Your wood shop doesn't, the building we bought doesn't have a
No overhang, just gutters.
Overhang.
So, want to go with here and see how it goes?
Sure.
Yeah, they would have to re-engineer and add further support to the roof trusses to strengthen it enough for the snow load and the weight of the other building coming off of it.
So, is that the corner of the store itself or the corner of the wraparound porch of the store?
Well, it's corner of the wraparound porch.
Okay. Well, that's very exciting. I'm glad we'll have something to show the electrical engineer guy tomorrow.
Yeah.
Although he'll probably look at it and go, yep, it's a bunch of mud and some stakes.
Yeah, pretty much. Come hold this again. And we'll do the 42 feet. Or is it 44 feet?
It was an 8-foot wraparound porch.
So 44.
If it's a 30 by 30 building with an 8-foot overhang on either side, that'd be 46.
30 and
8 plus 8 is 16.
16, 46. Yeah, I can't math.
This
I've
is
done a
why-
lot of steps today.
This is why we need a builder.
Squish.
So we went to 2 different far corners of the property today in search of that elusive cedar to make it look like Cedar Springs actually is a legit name. Never found anything.
Stumps. Lots of cedar stumps.
So there had been cedars, but they've been all lumbered. Maybe instead of Cedar Springs, we should call it Cedar Stumps.
Nice.
Except we'd have to redo... No, we wouldn't have to redo the logo because we would still have the C and the S.
Right.
What you doing now?
Setting the other corner.
Do you want me to go...
Just switch it to the other side of that stake.
Oh, you're talking about the back corner. How far into the woods does that take you? Also, you're at an angle. You're not at 90 degrees.
Yeah, these are just preliminary. They'll come in and shoot them with a transit and get everything all set up perfect for...
Because we want the store and the shop to be at 90 degrees from each other, right?
Right.
Okay. But yeah, those woods are definitely getting in the way. Does it even go back that far before you hit the brush line?
I'm at 46 right at the brush line.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
And then we'll have the pavilion kind of in between the two, the Messy Arts Pavilion. And that's going to be really awesome because that'll help protect the Messy Arts Pavilion from the winds that we do tend to get through here. The 2 buildings will help provide that wind block. So that'll be nice. I think that was actually a really good decision. What are you doing back there?
I was, oh, you're right. I'm way off of
Oh yeah.
90 degrees, aren't I?
Yeah. That's all right. Like you said, that's why you hire engineers and guys. That's why you have guys or gals doing like construction thingies, like professionals. You know.
Walking backwards. Stupid.
What? No. Other way.
What?
That way to my right.
I'm going along off the front of that.
Huh. Yeah, we'll figure it out, I guess.
Yep.
So that's the back corner of the store, and it's wraparound porch where people can just hang out and visit.
Visiting.
Can I let go of this yet?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Woo. And then I think Contemplation Rock is just back that way.
Somewhere over there.
Yeah. So like all of it together will be a feature. And that's phase 1. And then phase 2 is all us actually having, somewhere to live. And then phase 3 will come the classroom with a commercial kitchen and the yurts, right?
Yep. That is, that's the plan.
Well, I'm glad that we were able to at least get stakes in the ground. We have steaks in the game. Steak. Why aren't we having steak for dinner?
Skin and steaks, apparently.
We're playing for high stakes?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, exploring more, we did find signs that there were indeed cedar here at one point, because that's a cedar stump, that's a cedar stump, that's a cedar stump. Over there is another cedar stump. This was cedar tree. No telling how many more. There's another one over there that's laying down across. It's got a very distinctive look. The branches always grow up. So, I guess when they came through here,
the loggers
took all the aromatic cedar out, which is too bad. We'll keep looking. There's still more land to explore.
Yeah, I don't think we've finished exploring the land to the south of the power lines.
We've still got a lot of exploring to do.
Yeah.
We found at least one rebar corner, and we found a lot of property line tape, but we still have land to explore. We'll find one, or we'll plant one, or we'll change the name to Cedar Stumps.
Cedar Stumps. I mean, the C and the S still work.
Still works. The logo works.
The doesn't quite flow off the tongue the same way.
Cedar Stumps.
Cedar Stumps. Hey, babe.
Yes?
Guess what?
What?
All this stuff you see growing all over the ground here,
Mm-hmm.
You know what this is?
Edible?
No. Well, actually, you know what? I don't know if it's edible or not. And I don't know if it's medicinal, although that's certainly worth investigating. It's called fan club moss, which is just a really great name. If we were going to have like a nightclub here instead of a fiber arts retreat, we could call it fan club moss. That'd be pretty awesome. Guess what else it's known as?
No idea.
Ground cedar.
No kidding.
No kidding. So it's actually everywhere, all over the property.
It is.
So we just found our cedar.
Works for me.
That's awesome. It's just, moss, not trees, but I'm flexible. How about you?
Works for me.
All right. So now we just need to go find some springs.
Okay. Go with that. Maybe next time.
Maybe next time.